Hi everyone, welcome back. Now in today's video I'm going to kick off by sorting this area out. Yep, we had heavy snowfall a few months ago and it collapsed the structure here. It's all looking rather grubby. The sun's out, it's a beautiful day, and we do intend to start using this again. Yep, spring has sprung. It's time to get cleaning. Now this has come away from the main ring at the top. I think that's fairly easy to fix. That's going to be spectacular this year. Honeysuckle. Yeah, once the scent is on it, oh, that'll be lovely to sit underneath that. But first I think it's time to get this furniture out of the way. That'll have a good scrub down. I'm now looking at it with fresh eyes and thinking, okay, maybe this has had its time. I can take it apart. It's only wired together. Maybe I'll do something different. Yep, I'm going to change the whole structure. I'm going to take it apart and do something over here. Now, there's a pathway through here. It's a little bit overgrown, but I can soon clear that. It's got this honeysuckle that's really quite large now, and I think the weight of that has just, well, the snow's bent the rebar and that's just kind of finished it off. So I'm going to untangle it from there, and I think I'm going to, if possible, create a dome through here, like a tunnel out the rebar, and bring the honeysuckle this way. So it's still attached, but we can walk through it and then into this. It will be an open area then. So yeah, I've done it so it could be took apart if need be. We've had a good few years out of it. Sometimes you just got to move on with things, haven't you? Okay, let's get some glasses on. I don't want any of this wire hitting me in the face. Replace these lights, get some new set up there. Okay, we've got a site visit from the supervisor. Right, now I was going to start doing some work in here afterwards, but then I thought I'd best call you over because you know me, weeds and flowers. So Sam said I'm not to touch this at the moment because there's plants in there. What one's that?
Lots of flowers. I think this is a lily.
Okay.
This is a hollyhock.
Yeah.
And there's lots of other flowers that we've planted in there. There's some geraniums. On the little one, I'm not quite sure what it's called. It's white and it's ground cover.
Oh yeah.
So
I think it's this one, isn't it? Look, it's here.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's not in flower just yet, but it will be soon. So.
Yeah, I mean,
tree in there as well. I'll weed that when I come back from shopping. I'm going to get some food shopping now.
Okay, well, I won't hold you back from that.
Okay.
See you when you get back.
I'll weed it when I get back.
Okay, see you then.
Bye.
I got out of that one, didn't I? To do that one again. Now I've got this on because last week I was trimming away, had my glasses on, but not this. Trod on a branch, and like I mentioned before, the twig went straight up my nose and split my nose open inside, so I'm not getting caught out again. Just going to put this on. Today is my mum's birthday, so happy birthday, Mum, to the best mum in the world. I got my halo back. Okay, let's lift it up into position, see what it looks like. Yeah, doing a bit of reinforcing. Okay, so I've stripped down the frame. Two of these thicker pieces. I've got a longer, thinner piece. I think I've got another one of these in my barn, so let's see what I can construct with the materials I've got. Turned out I had more in stock than I thought. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, it might take several attempts to get it right, but we've got to start somewhere. The chances are no one's going to be walking through here, but it's nice to have kind of like a tunnel effect, isn't it? I'm especially keen not to actually kill any plants in the process, so yeah, I've got to watch what I'm doing, and I've got to keep it safe. We don't spike ourselves. The strength is once the structure is all wired together, really. And I've got to think about that snowfall again later on in the winter. Maybe once it's trained down and along, it'll be a lot more secure. The art of this is to get it under tension, but not too much. That's good. We can trail it along, and then if need be I can put another loop over the top. Because I've got a few extra lengths of this and it's pretty inexpensive, I'm going to push the boat out and stick a few more in. Why not? Get that wider. And eventually, once it grows, maybe put another archway here. The beauty of using this wire is I can adjust it and move it about if it's not quite right. As long as you make sure the ends are not sticking out, which they're not. Nice and sturdy now. So these projects don't have to cost the earth to make a big difference. If you like the previous design that I had with the ring over, which, you know, it lasted for quite a few years, there'll be a link in the description if you want to check that video out. I think at the time, I think it cost me less than €50, $50. Maybe not such a good idea where you get lots of snow. If you've got any money saving hacks, you know, in gardening, landscaping, you know, drop us a comment. I'm always keen to read other people's advice and help, and the rest of the community does as well, so it helps everybody, you know, however small it may be. Okay, the next stage is to try and lift it up without snapping it. Like I say, I don't think anyone's going to be walking under it anytime soon, but I do want to, you know, make it so you can if need be, just so we can tend to the plants and that down below. And this is going to be fabulous when it comes into flower. The smell, I do love honeysuckle, it's one of my favourites. It's up there with jasmine, that's a beautiful smell. It's this section here. No, I didn't wire it in, I just threaded it through. One more piece and that is the framework completed. It's just a case of weaving it round the new frame without snapping it, of course. I can be a little bit heavy-handed sometimes. Sam is the perfect candidate for this job. She's got more patience than I have. But I'll get it started off and I'll let Sam do all the finishing touches. It's horses for courses, as they say. Yeah, that'll trail down there. And put another loop over at a later date. It's nice and strong now. I think even with, you know, a good downpour of snow in the winter, because the framework is spread out and the plant will grow along it. It ain't concentrated the weight in just one place. That was the problem there. Yeah, it's going to be lovely. What a beautiful sight, seeing the lovely cows in the orchards. Okay, now open the space up. I need to get these cleaned off. Nothing like a good clean. Don't know about you, but things just feel better when they're clean, don't they? It don't take that much to do it. Now, me and Sam have been decorating indoors, you know, just a fresh lick of paint on certain things. Doesn't take that long to do. It makes a hell of a difference once you've finished. It's important not to neglect the birds in this weather. So let's give this a bit of a clean out. When the time's right, maybe trim it back a little, but for now, looks very inviting. Not sat down here for quite a few months. It's quite nice to have the sky open. As before, we had it closed in, which was nice. You know, we've had a few years of that. But what I did find is the birds love to sit on that metal loop and of course do what birds do, and then you've got to keep cleaning the garden furniture. It's just nice to have different sections around the garden, different times of the day. This is great for morning and evening. In the afternoon it does get a bit fierce with the full sun. We can put a brolly up here, maybe that's what we'll do. Get used to this. And a big thank you to everybody that's made a pledge through Buy Me a Coffee, Patreon. Just simply supports me by watching the channels, and don't forget the adverts, that really does help. Yeah, much appreciated, and I will definitely put it to good use in that cottage. And don't forget, you could also support the channel by buying some merchandise, showing here. Okay, that is it for this video. Don't forget to join us. Me and Sam will do some work in that spring garden. We'll update you in a future video. That's it. Bye for now.